late game side push, and they do go for the Fiora in this particular matchup. The Fiora newly buffed in the last two patches, since we did have some Fioras around the world in playoffs. Zeros versus Khan, and Khan definitely is going to have some great moments trading early, but as it feels like we always say in every Fiora matchup, that 2-item plus breakpoint, she's going to be the League of Legends, when you can read what one team wants to do and the enemy team has a differing win condition, because it can be so topsy-turvy as the game goes along.
Well, interesting early game right here. The actual early trades help Zeros a lot. Gets to get the extra grasp HP, plus the trade itself is better, so even pushing Clid back, second Q gives him another +5 health. So very early game, Zeros is objectively winning.
He's already going to go up to the top side, right through the mid vision there, easily seen. But on the top side, Zeros goes very close to Khan.
He's got to respect the fact that Ignite could be available, and of course, Rek'Sai nearby as well. Now, I did walk over a ward. They do know Rek'Sai is top river, but it means a force recall out. Now the attempt for his bottom side. Good flash away from Mata, stays alive. The 3v2 gets a summoner out, but otherwise an escape out of PVB.
Yeah, you can see Elise there trying to hold the cocoon for the Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench using the flash very early, then he changes target.
Elise able to pick up the dregs of her Krug camp that Clid did take away. Of course, the Raptors were stolen out as well, so pretty good counter jungling out of that SKT jungler. Now towards the top side, they of course know Elise is there. The controller went down, but you see Khan push away. Eyes on! That should be enough. Oh, he gets it vital. The heal might be enough. He's burning, but he'll stay alive. And there's no escape tools. Hecarim could not get out unless Zeros gives him the option to. They're gonna have good damage out of the bite. The electrocute tags. One more hit will do it. The flash gets a stun. Does grab first blood for Bongu Buffalo. Now Clid gonna flash forward as well. The vital is here. There's some good damage. Does he have the trade? Can he find the second? It's close. The health bar is below 100 each, but he's got to watch out for the Praise Seeker. Another grasp to minion to grab both kills.
And this is the top lane action that we like to see. Just battling over slivers of health. In the end, it is the minions that take the advantage.
Shadows available. A lot of threat top side, but Clid's actually bot side.
PVB's on a ward as well. A good knockup first one. Plenty of CC coming in. Pallet just barely staying alive. Just back to his teammate. Over the wall goes Rek'Sai, but Clid's a bit alone on this one. Still the blast cone out. PVB slinking away with their lives. Looks like health bar lead goes to the Koreans.
Yeah, I mean, that was some fancy moves, but also the summoner spell advantage, very big for the Koreans. All these bottom lane summoners were blown in that
We'll wait to see that one come out a little bit later on. Now we've got a fight towards that top side as Clid looks for when the knock will come in. Does not get her posted. Plenty of damage comes out here, and not even immune to the turret shot. That's going to be a great dive. 1 for 0 again, top side. Top has been a great camp, and Clid coming out on top every time.
Yeah, and even with that one, very close health bars. Here goes Elise towards mid.
Well, extra MR's going to help a little bit, but the red buff is on. If Shuhao can get into range, looking for this one, repels forward. Well, he's going to auto attack, but over the wall goes Faker, and he's going to stay alive, running both summoners. Now into the bottom side as well, looking for that root. Not going to find much of anything. Just damage towards Teddy, and he can't quite get that kill as Ignite times out, and Mata keeps running, puts on the shield, and PVB cannot buy a kill.
Yeah, we're fighting all over the map. It's inches keeping people away. Khan and Zeros, of course, they're going to continue brawling.
Yeah, for another vital to land. Ignite comes in as well. Riposte again is like the fear afterwards, and it forces the flash out of Zeros. So they know Clid can't hold back in. Just gets it now, though. This is pretty good damage, but he's under the turret once again. Stays alive with the healing. Not going to go for another Q right there, and Zeros will survive this fight.
All 3 lanes of action. That is going to help very, very help. Oh, there we go. Another tower dive.
He's got the package. Riposte comes in time, but won't find a stun. He gets off to the side anyway. At least immunes the dive, but this is how much pressure there is topside Fiora. There is no chance his turret lives. First turret plus the plates, lots of pressure here, and you can see Zeros knows that, of course, they can dive. Mapwards goes for the wave, but now in a 1v2, fights off against Clid, gets knocked up yet again, puts the ult down, has to immune that, does so, gets the heal. Oh, but the fear knocks him out of it, and SKT has the damage, the 2v1.
And let's take a moment as PVB will get this. No, they won't, actually. Teddy's coming over to run him off.
Moments, Kobe.
We are still fighting. They're not always kills. This one just might be. Mata does not have flash. They put the ignite on as well, burning through the shield. They might just have the damage. Feathers fly, and a kill comes through. Big Coral makes it a third for Bongu Buffalo. Now Teddy fights against shields as well. Jumps to the wall. One more shot to get him. And it's going to be Big Coral walking up with his size. Blocks it away. Ocean Drake will go trade it over to PVB.
This is the type of game we wanted to see from PVB.
We talked about being picked up. That turret goes down. Faker, we got our confirmation. Never went hex strength. It did try to build that Trinity Force. Doesn't have the shield. If he had the shield, it would have been at least one more turret shot. Who's to say how the turn would have been? But Kobe, you need a vision lead somewhere. You need a reason for someone to walk.
They're just going to go with the flash shield. Everything going to try to chunk down Mata. And at some point, there's got to be a root. But Clid's coming around as well. Elise might come in for a little bit more. Looks at the damage damage for Clid on a rampage now for the 5
He's
kill.
a monster.
Looking for yet another double kill on the
get it
Valley. One traded back now for Ezreal, and now Fiora has to do all of it, but still 2 vitals left up. Can't find the target. Flashing in for it. Finally gets a kill on the board, but this team fight is 4-1 already. Clid getting 3 to himself. SKT just smashing.
Clid is insane. 6-0 on the Rec side. We like to see the junglers getting the credit that they deserve, and he's got the bounty on his head to prove it.
He just
Alive
knows.
And this type of strong performance from SK Telecom only goes to further build the hype for their matchup with IG later today. Right now, they are knocking at the doors with Baron buff, whittling down all of the inhibitor turrets at once.
Bottom lane about to drop there is Fig continuing his PvE pushing.
In this PVB series.
Noel's sort of committed there. Just the poke. Null gets mauled off that top turret. This one's going to fall right away. Just in case he needed it, demolishes there. Chunk down it goes. Killer credit goes to Mata. And the final inhibitor going to drop. We're not even 26 minutes in just yet, and the base is completely in shambles. Supers hitting Nexus turrets already. This is their second siege after Baron's already gone. SKT have gone all out for this one, and this could be the final push. This is the last desperate attempt for Fangbu Buffalo if they can find some kind of opening from a catastrophic gold deficit. 0-30 chunk to about 2/3 HP already, and SKT just waiting for the next minion wave.
Yeah, all they have to do is play patiently, stay inside the base, keep up the pressure here, and now we're going for the Nexus turrets.
Well, the E has been pulled to one less wave for tool available as the turrets still get dropped down below half HP. Now on both of them, looking at more chunks coming back and forth. Still, you got the Hecarim waiting around. When does Khan want to go? And not just yet, but still pushing in these waves. Still getting the poke, pushing PVB lower and lower, saying you have to go in first. A nice trade of volts, a great dodge by Big Koro, pops the heal. Zeros now low as well. SKT still can just wait for another wave. His turret gets hit and is almost down. And here's the next round of supers, and it's now the open Nexus at 26:30. And SKT say, you know what? We've got Baron in 25 seconds. We'll cross those T's one more time. We know we can wait for one last neutral. The flash in!
Got
and
it!
he gets it! Null makes a huge play. Some money coming into the pocket.
Is the hope.
Not often when you say negligence in League of Legends, that's an understatement, but they have 3 inhibitors down, another Infernal spawning.
Oh!
And then now you got more problems.
And Faker's on the board with his first kill. Looking for the second, flashing over the root. A double kill almost by himself now is, poor Shuhao has to run away, but he's smited. He's been knocked up, and one last auto will kill him. The Prey Seeker doing just that as well. The fear, he's going to have the swipe. Oh, the minions, they might do it as well. And he gets on the fountain.
Khan, what are
he's
you
going to
doing?
try. And Khan gets the shutdown just for good measure. The Nexus drops a bit of spice for the ace, and SK Telecom pick up their second win of MSI.
Khan decides he wants to win in style. He knows his next opponent, the Shy, will be watching from the back.
Telecom to open up their day. Their first game here, definitely taken care of in style. And that answer about top lane questionability, that was most people's question mark for this new iteration of SKT. You know, with all of these names added to the roster, would Khan actually be the one that will be able to match up when they meet up with the very best teams, like